Yeah, basically. I'm just here to blew it up.
Everything you're saying is literally just making sense.
It's like you've read my diary.
One girl invited me to...
Let's get this in surround sound. I have no idea how to tell him I worked as a prostitute for a while. It's gone left. It's gone left.
You are so lucky you're single right now.
Oh, come on. We've all done that. It's a slight gear change from the bullshit bell.
Welcome back to The Secret's Out, a video podcast where I sit down with friends and family to discuss real life secrets. One thing that both my guests will know is that introducing people is always super awkward. So I just let everyone introduce themselves. Do you want to go first? Tell everyone a bit about you, who you are, what you do, what you're up to.
Hi there. I'm Alfie's twin brother, Reggie. I am incredibly apprehensive about what we're about to do here, as there are a pile of secrets in front of me that are making me nervous, even though I've not even looked at them. I'm actually new to YouTube. I've just started putting my podcast on YouTube, so it's kind of cool to be here. So thank you for having me on. And yeah, I'm ready to read some secrets.
And I'm Louis Cole, aka Fun for Louis, and I pretty much travel the world just filming adventures I'm having pretty much every day, and I have been for the last 6 years.
Louis doesn't stay in one place for more than 5 days.
Yeah. And we must have met back in 2010, 2011.
Yeah,
maybe
man.
2011.
It's been long.
Yeah, so it's been I've basically for our whole YouTube kind of journey together pretty much.
Yeah, together. Awesome. Okay, so starting off, one thing that I always ask everybody, and I'll go first. I want to open up and speak about a secret of my own.
Okay.
And then you can each tell everyone a secret of yours.
Oh, I haven't even thought of that. Okay.
Sure, okay.
Secret.
So, I don't know if I want to say this one online. I've never ever thought about telling anybody it. I haven't told anybody this. When I was younger, I was...
This is already dark.
I was accidentally involved in aiding stealing from a shop, but I didn't mean to. So what happened is that one of my friends showed me all of these little, when you buy a joke, a prank.
Right.
And he had loads of them. We were at the beach, and I was like, how the hell did you get them? And he was like, oh yeah, I got them really, really cheap from the shop. And I was like, amazing. He was like, I can get you some. This is honestly true. I can get you some. All I need is your jumper.
Right.
And I'm like, okay. So I gave him my jumper. Next thing I know, he's wearing my jumper with my parents and his parents, going crazy. Our parents were cross for stealing from the shop. Turns out, the reason why he wanted my jumper is so that he could go back in looking like a different person.
Amazing.
And steal more. But I wasn't aware of that at the time.
That's a business mind. That's a future leader right there.
So I accidentally helped him steal him. But I didn't know it was going on.
So you is that is that a punishable crime? No. He got caught then?
Yeah, he got caught. I mean, we were literally 8 years old.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't bad.
Just a little slap on the wrist.
Yeah, but
see, I'm going to need your help on this, because I need to know what level we're talking here, because what you've said. Well, what you've said. No, you're saying full in, but what you've said is so tame. You're not going to get in trouble from anyone. There's not going to be any salacious comments underneath this about it.
Okay.
So, what sort of, can we swear?
Oh,
can we talk about things that are mildly erotic? What are the levels here?
Whatever you want.
Okay. I'm going to need to chew on this. What? I'll follow you. I want to see.
I want it to be juicy. Travelled everywhere in the world. See, I just don't have any juicy secrets, and that's why I like this. Because then we're finding them out.
That's not true. You've got so many. You're just not sharing them. You're just saving them for a book. That's what it is. You're just gonna make people pay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got it's not juicy, but I've got something I've.
Don't worry, we're building up. We'll go from me to you, and then Reggie's just going to drop the bomb.
There's also secrets you haven't told anybody, or secrets you haven't said online.
Said online's all good. Haven't told anybody. In the previous episode, my secret was that you're going to like this one. Was that I was a kid that had a particular area when I was in bed where I picked and put my bogies.
Nice. Okay.
On the side of the bed.
Fair enough. And what, you would stack them?
Yeah, just stick them on the side of the bed, all in one bit.
Okay, that's a nice visual.
That's all right, isn't it?
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
That's going to haunt my dreams. You're a dark man. Are you not going to spill? I mean, you've got to make this easier because,
I should have prepped you.
Yeah, you should have prepped us.
Okay.
Man. So there's lots of lanes we can operate within.
How about we go in? I'll read secret one. We'll do
on.
a couple, then we'll come back to both of you.
Okay.
Because some of these might.
Oh, I've got one.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's roll.
It's a little bit. It's not as tame as yours. So when I was younger, my cousin, who he's an awesome guy, but he was a little bit naughtier than me. So we'd do things which are a little bit kind of. We'd get stopped by the police for doing things late at night, like trespassing and stuff. Anyway, the one time he was like, there's a new building site going up near my house. I think we must have been young, like 12 or something. And we can nick some of the metal from it and sell it to the scrap metal guy.
Scrap.
But what? And I was just in. I was like,
new build is in a new building getting built. Like they need the shit that you're about to steal.
And for some reason, I'm like, they probably don't need it. I think I was kind of a bit innocent. But anyway, what we ended up doing was we found like little scraps of copper on the floor. And then we saw these massive coils of copper piping that they were about to like gas or like put all the gas pipe in for the house. And he was like, look, all that copper started snapping off the copper from all these houses.
That's expensive as well.
Oh yeah, we literally robbed this whole estate of houses from all this copper, filled a massive bag, and we like ruined it.
How much did you get for it? Like £2? You got
no, so
done
then,
over.
Then what happened was he was like, we can't take this back to my parents' house. Let's just stash in a bush. Anyway, I totally forgot about it. I was just I knew it was naughty, but I didn't quite realise how bad it was. Anyway, then there was a massive newspaper article like thieves rob up whole housing estate, like £1,000 of damage, like stealing all this copper. He like sent me this article, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like what have we done? And we never got caught. So
did you make any money out of it?
No,
still there? Tell everyone where it is.
Someone found the stash. That's why we found it stashed in a bush. Yeah, destroy beyond.
They're like, why has someone stolen, gone to the effort to stealing everything, and then not sold it and just put it in a bush?
Yeah. So anyway, there's me admitting to that's a bit more illegal than you. Yeah, but I mean, I can't think of. I've never told anyone that, so that is a secret, I guess.
You really don't know who you're messing with here. I feel like I'm the dirty criminal at the table because you guys.
That's why you're here.
I'm just here to blew it up. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's ring fence it to make it a little bit easier.
Okay.
I'm going to give you territories and I'm going to let you pick. All right. So there is.
I love that you've got multiple.
You're going to have to come back on another time just because we want to hear. I'm going to come on and be like, can you tell us a secret? Okay, cool. Now we're done.
We all have.
We'll call you in each episode to tell everyone a new secret.
All right. Okay. Ring fencing it. Okay. There is the reality star incident. There is the TV presenter friend incident. There is the toilet incident. There is the on-air incident. You choose.
Oh shit.
I mean,
what are you saying?
Again, these are the
I
ones
feel like I'm on a game show. I've got to choose now.
Well, none of these are going to get me arrested, so this is good.
I feel like the reality style one could be good because it'll dog somebody in.
See, I can't. If I say that. Okay, no, I'm going to take the power back because I'm just going to have to steer this in the right direction. Okay, forget all of those. I'll tell you the TV presenter secret.
Okay.
I won't say who it is.
Okay.
But I will say...
We can give away clues to allude to who it is.
No, I can't give away clues to allude to who it is. But what I can say is that...
Philip Schofield.
Over the years, I have worked with many different presenters. And I'm just saying that to try and throw you off the scent. Because you're all going to say one person, but it's not her.
Fair.
Anyway, as a teenager, I was working with presenter X. And
sounds like a superhero.
Presenter X and I, we were staying at this hotel.
Also, as a teenager, that cuts down quite a few people.
No, it really doesn't, because I worked with everyone.
Okay.
When we were when I was in my late teens, maybe early.
People
20s.
can comment down below who they think it is.
Right. Okay. Late teens, early 20s. It's not that. This is actually quite tame.
Yeah.
But basically, I was in the pool. We were in a hotel, and it was just the two of us in this pool. And we were sort of doing lengths and having a chat and all the rest of it. And you know that moment where you get out of the pool and you jump and you feel everything sort of come away from you.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, you're with me.
We're talking trunks or...
Yeah. Okay. So I did it and my trunks nearly came off, but I caught them in time. And she sort of laughed, and I was like, ha ha ha, yeah, all right, very funny. You've seen a bit of me bum, whatever.
Yeah.
And I carried on walking, so I was walking away to get changed. And then she did it, and everything came off. Everything came off.
Whoa.
And I pretended I didn't see. She was like, oh my God. I was like, what?
What happened?
What happened? I saw everything. I saw
It's still
everything.
there.
It's still there, burnt in my retina. I can't say who it is, but I can say that her fellas are very lucky. Yeah, that's probably the tamest one out of everything.
That's good. I like
But
that.
it's someone you know, and someone I now know way
Very
more
well.
than I thought I probably ever would.
I like it.
Yeah,
Nice.
there
I
you
like
go.
it.
That's
Good
all
one.
right.
Okay, right. Shall I read the first one?
Yeah, why not?
I feel like these are going to be a little bit
So these,
more intense than
Yeah,
our
probably.
secrets.
they're going to be intense, but I think the important thing to remember is that these are hopefully real, anonymous as well. So we have to treat them with some level of care and respect because this is someone's life,
Well,
depending on what they've done.
I mean, they don't know me. You don't know them.
Okay.
Let's get them.
There is one rule as well.
Go on.
Try not to pre-read.
Okay.
So just straight read so that you don't know what it is
Oh,
beforehand.
okay,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
that if it's a short one, try not to read it. Just say it.
Okay, cool.
I was at a house party and me and all my friends were sitting in the kitchen having a few drinks when the party got a bit out of hand. We were all extremely drunk and the guy ended up shitting in my friend's kettle. What a legend.
Wow.
The next day we woke up and had forgotten all about the night before's events until I made my friends tea and they all said it tasted a bit odd. It wasn't until I checked the kettle that I realised that there was a massive shit in it. Luckily I didn't drink any myself, but I quickly got rid of the massive poo and said the milk was out of date because I was convinced it was me that had done it. But it wasn't until later where I found out that it was a different guy.
See, here's the thing, right? If you've got a big family, you'll know that you've got to come up with a way to get out of having to always make the tea, right? That is quite an extreme way of getting out of having to make the tea. And I actually respect the fact that the person in question didn't tell everyone. Because you could have really ruined some people's lives by telling them, you just drank shit tea. You
Also,
drank
whose
shitty
shit
tea.
is it as well?
So
You
they
don't know.
If
they
it's
thought,
like a gym lad or something.
so
you
did
don't
they
want
think
me.
they had done it?
A protein poo.
Shit.
Did they think they had done it and they were
feel-
that
yeah.
drunk they couldn't remember?
Yeah, I feel like they think they'd done it. Also, I just think whoever's shitting in a kettle at a house party, what a legend. That's sick. Because there is some big queues for the toilets at house parties. That is, I think that's
No,
yes.
not a legend.
Yes.
How do you do it though? So what's the technicalities? What, did they climb up on the counter and sort
Oh.
of cradle over? Did they bring the kettle
Yeah,
down?
just took it outside maybe. Friends go the next day.
quite impressive.
All out the night. Yeah. Wow.
That's pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
they-
Yeah.
That is.
I like it. That's a good secret. I would definitely tell my friends though.
So-
Or that could be a good wedding story. Be like, do you remember 5 years ago? And then you chat about how they drunk shit.
Oh dear. I'm lucky no one got ill. Well, I guess some they might have, but they just wouldn't have known.
The off milk.
You diving in?
Off milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, after you. Go
All
on.
right, all right. Go on then. This is a long one. Okay. When I was 10, my uncle was reported missing. He just up and left trying to get away from my grandmother. But he kept in contact with me as long as I promised never to reveal where he was. Years passed and nobody in my family knew where he was, and it was just our secret. Every Christmas, my grandmother would still buy him gifts and leave them under the tree, hoping one day he would be back. This is pretty deep.
Yo, shitting in
a kettle
to this.
And she could give him, and she could give them to him. He had three children, and even though I never physically met them, it was great to phone and Skype them. This went on another 8 years until my grandmother died, and my uncle felt safe enough to get in contact with his sisters and reunite. We finally got to take a trip to where he was living now, and had to pretend like I didn't know about the kids and his wife, and it was really hard. To this day, nobody except my uncle and his wife and their kids know I knew where he was, and I'd like to keep it that way.
Well, this is suddenly taking a serious turn.
Whoa.
Yeah. That is heavy.
Who put this pile together? How do you go from
Yeah.
shitty tea to that? Jesus. Should we just crack on to the next one? Because that's super grown up.
I know, that's hit me hard. It makes me want to know, what did the grandmother do to make someone just cut contact like that?
I feel like there could
Pretty heavy
almost
stuff.
be so much detail in that that I was like, maybe they're using this platform as like I want to let my family know. And then when it ended with like, and I want to keep it that way, I'm like, it's quite detailed.
Sometimes just getting stuff off
tricks,
your chest though is probably quite good to be able to get it out there, because
it makes me so sad about the Christmas present. Still putting
and that she
Christmas present on the
died
tree.
and she never knew. Like he didn't come back until she died. So for me, that's like she must have done something pretty terrible for you to cut contact and be like,
and also
I
cut,
never want to see
cut
them
contact
again.
with all your brothers and sisters as well, because the uncle and aunties didn't know where he was or didn't have any connection with him until she had passed away. So you're also
Mental.
not only your mum, but also your siblings. You're cutting just because of your mum.
Heavy.
Wow.
I'm just sitting here in admiration of the gear change. I mean,
Yeah.
shitty tea to that. It's quite impressive
God,
that
you
you
can
guys
switch
were
it
able
up.
to jump from one to the other. All right, here we go. Every boyfriend I've had, I've tested their faithfulness, by catfishing them online to see if they would cheat on me. This is the tone I'm after. Only one of them passed the test. My now husband. To this day, he and my previous boyfriends still never found out that I tested them.
Whoa.
What would you do if you found out that your missus did that to you? She catfished you under a fake account.
I mean, trust.
Definitely trust issues there,
Yeah.
isn't it? But it depends about her past. If she was cheated on,
Again and
and-
again. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
was. Every single boyfriend
I'm
other
sorry
than
to
her
interrupt,
husband.
gentlemen, but I think neither of you heard me. What would you do if your missus catfished you and you found out?
oh yeah, I'd be pretty angry because it does show like a massive distrust. doesn't it?
Exactly.
It depends how early on. If it was like now, like right now, some girl messages me on Facebook, it turns out that it's Zoe. I'd be like, whoa.
How long have you guys been together?
5.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
that's-
whoa, like, what? Why did you feel like doing that? If
Why
this
did you
was
read
like
all those
after
messages I
3
sent to
months
that girl?
of being together, then it would be like, yeah, it'd be very different.
Right. Yeah, I guess. Well, I'm single, so hey, DMs are open for sliding. Jeez. No, I think if you were with your partner for like 5 years
Yeah.
and then she tested
And
your
then drops that.
faithfulness, that would be pretty tough. It'd be
Unless
worse
you were
if
giving
replied.
signs off. It could be a good, like, if you were giving signs off and she was worried, could be a good little thing for her to do just to test that it wasn't what she
don't know.
hoped.
I don't know if I'd like that.
No, I wouldn't say you'd like it, but at least when you were like, well, what the hell are you doing? She was like, oh, because of this, this, and this, and this, it made me want to.
See, on the flip side, if you replied, listen, I'm a good guy. I've got someone who loves me at home. Unfortunately, I can't engage in this conversation.
Yeah.
You would be in her good books for life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would
yeah,
be
Then
yeah,
he's
yeah.
married. He has, and he's married. That's the guy.
I bet that was a pivotal moment where she was like, yeah, he's
She
he's
just
the one.
proposed to him straight up after that. She, like, yeah.
Dive in, man. Go again.
You ready? Oh. No, I pre-read the first line.
Go on, go on.
No,
spit
read
out.
it.
I'm secretly a famous singer, but live day-to-day life normally. I do this by disguising my real identity when I do public appearances and concerts. Only my manager, best friend, and assistant know and have seen my real identity. This way I get the best of both worlds.
Ooh. What's it? It's that girl, isn't
Yeah,
it?
what's that? Sia.
Sia, yeah.
Sia's watching the videos.
I call bullshit. That
Do you
ain't
think?
Nah, come on. You give a secret identity. What, she got like a rubber nose?
They would have to be either like Daft Punk or
Yeah, or like Marshmello or something like that, yeah.
or Sia. You couldn't be. It's not like
Or it
the
could just be like
superhero.
Hannah Montana.
No, it's not like the superhero films where you put a pair of glasses on
And then
and
you don't
no
get
one recognizes
recognised.
it. Yeah, it'd have to be a mod. And
But I
to
think
be like living the best of both worlds, they must be a big pop star. For you not you're
to
not
be
just
like,
going to
I
be
can
doing
walk down the
like
street without getting hassled.
you're not just going to be doing gigs in bars and like
Yeah.
session
Doing
musician.
what in bars?
Gigs in bars or
There
being
it
a
is.
session musician. You're going to be. That's like suggesting they're big.
Yeah, well
If you need
I mean, they're pretty confident. The first line was, "I'm secretly a famous singer." It's quite a statement.
I think
I
that's
don't-
probably like
I fe-
one
yeah, I
of your
don't-
cousins on
I
Twitter.
don't buy that.
Okay, we'll call him. We need a little alarm. I said about this in the first episode. I was like, we need a little like bullshit bell that we
Yeah,
can
you
press
should,
like, in
you
the middle
should,
where
you
we
should.
can all just I'm calling
Bullshit
that.
bell.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
We need
brilliant.
that made.
I'm ringing that now.
You're
Bullshit
up.
bell.
It's this one. Okay, that doesn't work. All right. Okay.
That
My
bell's just-
biggest. Let's hope this isn't a suit. Wait.
Nah, that's just a shit bell.
Anyway.
No, that shit.
Get your bell. Okay, I hope hopefully this isn't another super deep one again. Okay, my biggest secret is that a stranger saved my life. I wanted to commit suicide. Oh, come on.
Did you say, hopefully this isn't a deep one?
Look, okay. I wanted to commit suicide by jumping off a bridge, and before I jumped, this stranger said one thing to me: "Hello, how are you? I've always felt alone, and no one ever noticed me. And then when a complete stranger did, Now, anytime I see anyone I don't know on their own, I always ask how they are."
That's lovely.
Yeah.
That is really nice. I mean, it's a slight gear change from the bullshit bell, but to be completely fair to whoever it was that sent that, if that is true, if that is a real message, then I take my hat off to them, because, you know, not to get super serious for a second, but, you know, mental health is a real issue, and a lot of people are dealing with a lot of things, and you know, a lot of people struggle to actually verbalize some of the issues that they're dealing with privately. So for somebody to send that in, that takes a lot of courage, and for them to also be able to help people as a result of something they've experienced, that's pretty incredible.
And such a small thing to be able to help as well. Just simply asking somebody how they are if they don't look, or they're by themselves if they don't look okay. So simple, could have such a big effect.
Yeah, little things do make big differences, that's for sure.
I remember chatting to this homeless guy, and he said the biggest struggle with being homeless isn't like the cold nights and trying to find food or whatever and get money. He said it's people just totally blank you. And he said just someone just getting eye contact and acknowledging him made him feel worth, like have some worth. But if someone just looks through you and like pretends you're not there, so I always try now just at least like give them a little nod, even if I haven't got any change or anything. I'm just like, oh, all right, or like
acknowledge them.
Have a good day or whatever.
I remember actually I was in a queue once at like an ATM, and a homeless person came up and he was like, "Hey, have you got any change? Have you got any change to everybody?" And the guy behind me like was straight up ignored him, and he was literally like stood where you are, ignoring him. And then he asked me, and I gave him like a 5 or a 10 or something like that. And I turned back around to the guy after me, and I was like, literally, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, you literally ignored him, and he was stood in front of you. And I had a proper go at the guy.
Rather than just say no.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing? I was like, he's a human being, man. And I like proper had a go at him. And then I did think, like, he's a pretty big guy. I probably shouldn't be moaning at this guy.
What was his reasoning, though? Did he have an excuse or a reason?
No, just like homeless guy, like don't want to give him change kind of thing. And I'm like, that's cool. You don't have to give him change, but he's still there and he's still talking to you.
Yeah, still a human being.
Hate that. I said my ex-boyfriend's name. Oh, and the guy that I was having sex with was obviously annoyed, but I told him it means you're hot in Hawaiian, and he believed me.
That's awesome. I rate that. Well done, you. It's quick thinking.
That is quick thinking.
Is the name there? It's not written.
No.
Is it?
No name, that's all we get. And we can't, this is the thing, we can't ask for any more.
Yeah, I want to know, like, did he know the ex-boyfriend's name?
Surely you would have chatted with your partner about ex-boyfriends.
Yeah. Maybe.
Or imagine in the future she's like, oh yeah, well, back a couple of years ago when I was with Jack, and he's like, with your hot. I'm like, what do you mean? Shit.
Hopefully she just throws out generic ethnic names, which sound like Hawaiian words. That might be the way to go. I don't know.
That is good thinking, though.
I like it.
I like that.
Was it me next, or was it?
I haven't read one in a while. My boyfriend slept with my roommate right before we started dating. He still doesn't know this, but she got pregnant. Whoa.
That's all we've got.
Yeah, doesn't say whether...
What happened next?
Doesn't say...
Wow. Jerry.
Hang on.
Wait, her boyfriend?
Yeah, that means that after he got her pregnant, then she dated that
Or they could
guy.
still be dating at the time, and he cheated on her.
No, he said right before we started dating.
Oh, right before. Oh, wow. Okay, that's
weird. So maybe she didn't know that her friend was pregnant.
Read that one more time, because she's referring to it as a friend, as in they're still friends.
Yeah, my boyfriend slept with my roommate right before we started dating. He still doesn't know, but she got pregnant. That's going to be weird. So really I wonder whether she knew she was pregnant before they started dating. So imagine they started dating and then she's like, oh yeah, the guy you're dating, I slept with.
No, because if it was that way, you would tell him straight away.
Do you think she knew that he slept with the roommate before she started dating him? Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to throw it out there. They can't be in that good a relationship if she hasn't told her boyfriend that he's got a kid coming. Like, come on now.
I once helped out my friend by taking care of her cat for a week. Every day for a week, I would go over there and snoop around her house. Love this person. I found her diary and proceeded to read the entire thing. I use this information to get her to like me, and she is currently my wife. I'm going to read that one more time.
Whoa.
I once helped out my friend by taking care of her cat for a week. Every day for a week, I would go over there and snoop around her house. I found her diary and proceeded to read the entire thing. I use this information to get her to like me, and she is currently my wife.
Wow.
I mean, that's one way to meet someone, isn't it? Fair
Wow.
enough. Oh, do you like that movie? I love that movie. I mean, I've been researching it for the last week or so since I read about it.
She
But
must have twigged at some point, like, wow, he literally likes everything
Everything
I
you're
like.
saying is literally just making sense.
It's like you've read my diary.
the problem with that is, though, those lights are going to run out.
Yeah.
So in theory, if this isn't like the first
Maybe he
year
just
of
used
their
it to
relationship,
woo
Yeah,
her in
yeah,
the
just
first
to, like-
place, and then
and then become hopefully closer off the
Yeah,
back
yeah,
of that and
yeah.
find some sort of middle ground. But yeah, I mean,
because she
that
was
gets-
probably like writing who her ideal guy would be and all that.
He's
in
like
the
dyeing his
diary.
hair brown, like cutting it really short, like, damn.
very messy.
But the question is, would you be pissed off if you found out that your partner had done that to get
If they
to
were
woo you in the
if they were
first place?
faking, I don't think I would
So
to woo
you
me.
imagine
but
like
if
you're
they were
married
faking
or you're in
lots
a good
about them
relationship.
still.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
if it was
yeah.
like, oh, I just love a guy that plays football, and then he's just suddenly started playing football like now, and he doesn't really like it, then yeah. But if it was just like a couple of little things at the beginning, then I feel like, I mean, it's still weird.
Have you ever done something to pretend you're slightly more into something to get someone to like you? If you found out like they liked a band or something or a movie or something.
Nah.
I'm trying to think.
Oh,
Of it.
come on.
I've
We've
only-
all done
I've
that.
I've only
Are
had
you
one
trying to
relationship
kid?
before Zoe,
Right.
and I was like 15, so it wasn't a proper
But
relationship.
I mean,
But
forget
nothing-
relationships for a second. Surely
Just
there's
to
been
try
a
and
girl you
impress
fancy.
somebody.
It's like, oh yeah, no, I really like that band too. What's your favourite song? The Greatest Hits.
just all of their songs, just
Yeah,
love
just
them all.
All of them. I mean, we've all done that. In my teens, I definitely lied about stuff I knew nothing about to try and impress people.
Oh, actually, I remember one girl invited me. Bloody hell!
There we go.
One girl invited me.
Let's get this into round sound.
One girl invited me on a date to a coffee shop, and I didn't drink. I only started drinking coffee like a year ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You're going to
oh
have to
shit,
drink coffee.
I'm gonna have to drink coffee. So I go to this coffee shop.
So yeah, this is it.
I arrived like 40 minutes late as well, and she's like sitting there. Date goes really, really weirdly. Like it was super strange. But
Did you drink coffee?
no, I got there and she's like, got her coffee. She's like, oh, what do you want? I go, don't worry, I'll get my drink. What do you want? She's like, I'll get this coffee. I come back. She's like, what do you go for? Hot chocolate. So I pretended I like coffee to get the date,
Okay.
and then got hot chocolate when I got there.
Fair enough.
That's
though.
all right.
I
That's
mean,
fair
that's
enough,
not
yeah.
too bad.
Yeah.
Could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Right, we've got one more left. Who's doing it?
You go for it.
Shall
you got
I?
that. You got that.
All right. I've just created a rod for my own back here, haven't I? Right, I just started dating a sweet, intelligent, hilarious, super dorky guy. He is a Christian and quite conservative. His family is quite traditional too. He held on to his virginity for a while and is definitely not the kind of guy who sleeps around. He is perfect for me in every way. Can I get an R, please?
Nice. Congratulations.
There it is. I don't want to fuck this up. I have no idea how to tell him I worked as a prostitute for a while. It's gone left. It's gone left. Ladies and gentlemen, it's gone left.
Whoa.
And it's not something I can keep from him with a clear conscience if this goes anywhere. Pretty sure it will completely change his view on me. What am I going to do?
Do you know what? I would keep it quiet for a bit. It depends how much. If she's like properly likes him, this is what I would
Especially
do.
if they're walking down the street and then someone's like, hey.
I'd keep it quiet. I think I'd keep it quiet for a long time until like you're really, really like there, and then be like, look. Because if she tells him on the outset and it's like early days, I
puts him
feel
off,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, I feel like he might just run.
Right, so I think personally...
Own up straight up.
No, just don't say anything.
Well, never.
Ever. Ever.
But what about like the
Ever,
friends
ever,
dropping
ever,
hints?
ever.
Would all your friends not be like about to say it in front of you and stuff? Just
Why would all your
No.
friends know?
oh, surely they've got to know.
No, some things you keep to yourself.
Okay.
This is what I think. I feel like everyone deserves like a fresh start in life. My point is, people have all done things in their past that I don't think should affect what chances they get in
Yeah,
the future.
it's not the same person anymore.
Unless it's like really bad, like they've like killed a bunch of people, all that kind of stuff. But I feel like this scenario, should this girl be robbed of this amazing relationship that she could have because of choices she made in the past?
Yeah.
Maybe things have changed. Hopefully things have changed. And, you know, she started afresh. She's kind of, do you know what I mean? She started afresh.
I think so. I don't think there's any rush in letting him know.
Okay, but if Zoe
Oh, here we go.
had said at some point, early days, this scenario, would have it affected?
It's a bit extreme, bro.
Yeah,
No, I'm just imagining it for myself as well.
man.
Because I think it would. I don't think it would be a straight black and white like no, but
No,
it
of
might
course
be
it
like,
wouldn't,
whoa, I
because
need to
it could be like,
digest this.
that was the old me.
I need to digest this for
Well,
a
you are
second.
so
Your
lucky you're
girlfriend-
single right now.
If your girlfriend used to be a prostitute,
Yeah.
that's what you're basically.
Yeah.
Dude. Where did you find
No,
this
no,
guy?
oh, no offense. Sorry, Zoe. Sorry. One of my friends said, if he's like so against people smoking cigarettes, and I wouldn't probably date like if Raya was smoking cigarettes. I think it would be tough.
Yeah.
We've both said that. Anyway, he said he would never even date someone that's ever smoked one cigarette, and I'm like, whoa,
Whoa.
that's extreme, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what? That's crazy.
That's a bit
Like,
much.
I've never tried a cigarette, so I mean,
I've never.
But what I'm-
I've never even had a drink, really.
yeah.
Yeah, ever. I mean, well, I don't drink. There's 2 occasions in my life that I've had a drink. One was when all of my friends on New Year's Eve tried to get me drunk and it didn't work, and that's it. Well, there
One
was
was
one other
after
time.
your friend, you saw your friend naked, and you were like,
Exactly.
yeah.
I did a gin. No, the other time was, funnily enough, it was a girl. She was like, oh, if you have this glass of champagne, we'll have a snog. And I was like 16, 17. I was like, yeah, go on then. Didn't get a snog. So it's like 2 times in my life.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve, when I was a grown up, my mates were like, we're going to get you trashed. And when I was like 16 or 17, that's it.
And that's it.
That's it, yeah.
See, it's funny because for this podcast, I was like, oh, it might be funny if everyone's had a couple of drinks. So the fridge over there is full of beers. Every guest so far that I've had on, except from one, doesn't drink.
Right. Is that more
So I've
common
just
now?
got a fridge
Is that
full
a
of
I
beers.
thing?
think
Do
maybe,
people just not drink
yeah,
now?
yeah.
Yeah, but also not at like 6 p.m. in the evening when
Yeah,
we're
I mean,
recording.
there is that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. That's all the secrets.
Is that all of them?
Yeah.
There's some heavy ones there.
Living out. What did
Yeah,
you think they were going to be like?
I thought it was all
The
going to be
team in the
like-
office. So we built a website. If anyone's watching, we built a website called thesecretsout.club. You can anonymously submit secrets. So if you're watching, if you're listening, and you want to go to the website, submit something, change the name, change the location, address, whatever you want to keep it anonymous. And then we're just going through them. We've had like 83,000 submissions.
That's incredible. Wow.
A lot of them are weird that haven't made it. But
Yeah.
yeah, the team in the office just picked the best ones.
So this was the best of the bunch.
Some of them, yeah.
I think you need to pay your office team because they're actually taking the piss out of you. At least let's have a theme or a tone.
Yeah, no,
Do you know
I
what I mean?
like that it's mixed. I like that it's mixed. But I mean, your brain's a bit all over the place, thinking like all super deep, and then
Yeah, my brain scrambled a bit trying to imagine myself in a lot of those scenarios. I'm like,
yeah. Anyways, thank you for coming on.
Anytime.
Hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah,
thank
no,
you
no
so
problem
much
at
as
all.
well. And
yeah, it's been an experience.
yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe. Check these guys out. I'll leave all their details down below, and we'll see you soon.